Are you just started your investment journey and you already feel confused by the investment dragons and have no idea where to get started? You are in the right place. Hi, my name is Lincoln. I started my investment journey more out of desperation while working in a fast food restaurant. I was really fed up with the routines of day in and day out working in a minimum wages job. Right after I graduating from my accounting degree, I started my own accounting practice. Despite my income was significantly higher than compared with a fast food job, I was still constrained by the linear numbers of clients able to serve. I feel totally burnt out after 3 years of running my business, almost 70 plus hours per week. Again, out of desperation, I began seeking financial freedoms and any other alternative ways to making money without being constrained by my time. I have made lots of mistakes in my investment journey, from day trading penny stocks to get scammed in a Ponzi scheme. I experienced it all. Fast forward 10 years today, I have the absolute financial freedom as a privilege to travel whenever I want to, work with the clients I choose, and pursue my passions without prioritizing return on investment first, such as building this YouTube channel. The journey wasn't easy. It's through patience and discipline. I learned the power of investing lies in the ability to build a foundation for lasting wealth. By the way, the following sharing are all based on my own individual personal journey. It's not meant to be a financial advice. So as I suggest you do your research and consult a qualified advisor before you start investing. Now, let's break down the essential of investing, the philosophies, the mechanics, and strategies to build wealth. Along the way, I will share insight from my own journey and lessons from years as an accountant and entrepreneur. Now, let's firstly look at the philosophy of investing. In my understanding, investing is like commanding an army. Listen me out. The army, where every dollar is your soldier under your leadership. Let them sit idle in a saving account, and inflation creep in like an enemy, draining your army's strength and reducing your army's effectiveness. But when you start to deploy your soldiers strategically, for example, into investment, they're going to march forward, seizing opportunities and returning with reinforcement, meaning more soldiers under your command, multiplying your resources over time. Now, second part is there are so many different investment vehicles. Why do I think that you need to consider stock and shares first? Why? Because let's start with the common question, ask questions. What are shares? Think of a business like a ship. When you buy shares, you are contributing money to help build that ship. In return, you own a piece of it. You can either build your own ship, like start your own business, or invest in someone else's ship and let them to command it. By investing passively, you trust others to run a business while you take on the risk and provide resources like money and time. Now, why do companies pay dividends to shareholders? This is another most common questions my students ask me. Dividends are like the ship's profit being shared among those who help build it. It's their ways of thanking you for your contributing and compensating for the risk you took by investing in their venture. If you prefer to be more involved in the operating of the business, for example, actively take control of the ship, you need to factor in your time, expertise, and opportunity cost when calculating your returns. Now, for beginning investment journey, I believe index funds are a great place to start. Why? Because instead of investing in one ship, you invest in a fleet, 500 ships. In the case of an S&P 500 index fund, this spread your risk and let the financial market handle the natural selection process for you. The upside, you don't need to do much. The downside, you don't need to do much. I know it sounds very strange, but in investing, more activity doesn't necessarily going to translate into more returns, more profit in your pocket. Sometimes letting the system work for you is the smartest move. Let me give you one example. Warren Buffett, the investment guru, recommended sticking to a low-cost index fund in his 2013 letter to Berkshire Hathaway shareholders. He publicly advised that 90% of the cash designated for his family should be invested in a low-cost S&P 500 index fund, with a remaining 10% in short-term government bonds. This strategy reflects his belief in the long-term growth of the US economy and the effectiveness of passive investing. Index funds remove the chaotic or stock-picking nature, allowing you to focus on the broader battlefield of market growth and reap the reward of collective progress. Now I'm going to addressing some common fears. A lot of our behavior are driven by fears and greed. One of the most common fears I've been asked is, Lincoln, what if I lost all my money? Yeah, market crashes are inevitable, and they can feel like the ground is disappearing beneath your feet. But here's the thing, they are temporary. Selling during a downturn turns paper loss into permanent one, the real one. Staying invested, however, lets you catch the rebound. A story the market has reaped countless times. Take the S&P 500, a collective of top 500 largest US companies. The probability of all these 500 companies disappearing simultaneously is extremely low. Think of it, the business from McDonald's to Apple. Don't just rely on the US economy alone. They operate globally. Their survival doesn't hinge on one economy like US. In fact, their reach stretch across the continents, making them far more resilient than any other singular market business. What's more, the S&P 500 has a built-in mechanism called self-cleansing. Let me explain it. Companies that underperform due to poor management or changing industries are removed and replaced by a stronger performance. This constant renewal keeps the index relevant and reflective of economic powerhouse. Consider this. Only about 12% of companies listed in the S&P 500 three decades ago are still there today. The rest have been replaced by businesses that are stronger and more competitive, of course, more profitable. Diversification is the key here. When you invest in an index fund, you are not putting all your eggs in one bucket. You are spreading them across hundreds of companies. This spreads your risk and ensures that even if one company fails, others pick up the slack. Now let's address the worst case scenario. I always consider every investment you need to consider what's the worst case scenario. What if all 500 companies, the US top 500 companies, all disappeared at once? If that happens, you and I would likely to have bigger problems at our portfolio. We are talking about global disaster, the kind of event where financial investment would be the least of our concern, like a nuclear war, something like that. I have lived through major crashes, each one feeling like the end of the world at a time. But they weren't. Each time the market rebounded, and those who stayed the course came out stronger. The key is discipline, patience, and trust in the process. Diversification isn't just a strategy, it's a lifeboat that helps you weather storms and emerge on the other side, ready to thrive. Are there any other fast ways to investing? Traditional investing is undeniably powerful, but if you are looking to accelerate your path to financial freedom, here's another approach. The fast lane. This isn't about inching forward with a steady 7 to 10% annual return. The fast lane is about seizing control, scaling quickly, and creating exponential opportunities by investing in the most valuable asset you have, yourself. Early in my career, I come to a life-changing realization. The greatest investment isn't in the stock market, bonds, or even real estate. It's in myself. Why? Because you are the ultimate income-producing asset. Your time, your skill, and your ability to create wealth determine your financial future. For example, if your current income is $70,000 a year, earning an advanced degree, or mastering a high-earned skill like public speaking could lead to the lows with a 20% pay increase. Let's consider it, that's a 20% return on investment every year, compounded throughout your entire career. Use me as an example. When I decided to enhance my skill after I became a public accountant, I returned to university and then earned my MBA. And also, I invest my time to attend a Toastmaster, a public speaking training every week. Open this kind of skill, open a whole new world of opportunities and income potential. As a motivation speaker Jun Long famously said, formal education will make you a living, self-education will make you a fortune. Those words become a guiding principle for me. Starting your own business is another powerful vehicle in the fast lane. Whether it's launching an online store, starting a consultancy, or building a YouTube channel like I did just a few weeks ago, creating something your own fundamentally change the game. Traditional investing caps your return at the market average, but owning a business allows for unlimited upside. You are not just a passive participant, you are a driver, navigating opportunities and scaling your vision at your own pace. That's the beauty of owning your business. That's why I call it the fast lane of building your wealth. However, fast lane is not for everyone, I know it. It requires a great vision and willingness to hustle and embrace risk. But for those who are ready to take the wheels, the reward can be very transformative. Financial freedom is not a distant dream, it's a destination you actively create. Traditional investing is very powerful. That's no doubt about it. That's why you need to combine the traditional investing with the magic of the fast lane, which could be the two powerful forces. A lot of time when I'm talking to the other entrepreneur friend, they say, "Oh, Lincoln, I actually, in my business, I can consistently making $500,000. Why do I need to invest in an index fund or invest in the market?" I usually share with them, investing is not about get rich overnight. It's like buy yourself an insurance, okay? In case of your business is not working out, you always have the backup choice to rely on your passive income. And then that's the magic, okay? So you don't constantly burn out. I think if I, from a normal guy who started from low-income fast food worker, can become a self-made millionaire, then so can you. Start small, stay disciplined, and let the compounding work for its magic. Now, if this video gave you value, don't forget to like, subscribe for more insight on finance, business, and personal growth. And remember, the best time investing was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. Your journey to financial freedom starts today. See you in the next video. Bye for now.